guys. It is me, David, your trusty ally in this wonderful RPG adventure experience. Hopefully, if Mr. Fleming is kind, maybe he'll even use this video to help other kids in the future with their projects and such. And I will teach you something that I've started to master myself, and I think is a very useful thing, and that is the ability to create sprite sheets in Unity for your RPG products. So I want to make a new character sprite sheet for a person that I want to use for a talking thing. So I'm going to do just Waluigi because I like him quite a bit. And the trick is, whatever sprite sheet it is, make sure you type in the name and you type in the sprite you want to use. So you normally say, yeah, sprite sheet. If you want like a Wario sprite sheet or a Gex sprite sheet or something, and you kind of look for a suitable one. You want one that's simple, one that you can normally get rid of the background also quite easily. If it's too detailed, chances are it won't load as extremely well. Let's see. This looks like it should be a good one right here. Yeah, this one's a moving one. What the? But the trick to this is make sure you find one that, if need be, you can definitely take a photo of or anything without getting grainy, because the school computers can be kind of annoying with their quality and such. But that shouldn't be a problem for us if we... Okay, that's a weird one. If we look for the right thing. This one looks potentially good. This is a move set as far as I can tell. Maybe... Yeah, this is better quality. Much better quality. So you take that, you take this image, you go put it down here somewhere. It doesn't really matter where you put it as long as you put it on your laptop. Then I just have a background remover just in case. I don't know if you do it. This one, it looks like it has the background removed already. But if it doesn't, I always recommend just type in background remover. This website is a very good source. You just drop your image. And another very beneficial thing about this one is it allows you to edit. So if there was like, I don't know, something bad or like a little splotch that shows up, you can always just do this, erase it, erase whatever detail you don't want to use. So that's a very, very good one. I recommend this website. It doesn't have any weird stuff. It's not going to give you a virus or something. But it looks like this one already has a thing. I just downloaded the image right here, as you can see right there. So we'll go into Unity. If you hear that weird muffled voice in the background, that's my dad yelling at the football screen because it's Sunday night and the Steelers are playing. But right now we have our characters. You go to import asset. Depending on where it's downloaded, it might be in your downloads. For me, I always check recent because that's just a very easy one. You can see some other stuff that I've done throughout the day. That's King K. Rool. My Gex Snowball. Also, it's snowing right now, so you might get some of that, weird gradient. Yeah. Anyhow, this is here we have our Waluigi sprite sheet. You want to put it in multiple. Make sure it's in multiple. You can there's an apply button down here. I mean, that's not hard to do. But you go to Sprite Editor, you can just say apply. It doesn't make much of a difference. Now, if it's lucky, you should be able to just use automatic. In this case, it does. For my case, I just need one of these generic looking ones down here. As you can see, there's these boxes. In this case, you might want to make a custom box. If there's ever a future video on that, I'm sure Mr. Fleming would be glad to explain. But these are just some good idle animations. So you press slice. You press slice. You know what? I don't know. Oh, there we go. And then you press apply. This pops up. You can just close it. And as you can see right here, these are all your wonderful little sprites for whatever you want to use. So this is how you get your sprite sheet. Now, I'll go one step even further and show you how to animate those, because I'm very good at animating stuff. So you want to go into an animations folder. You want to click on this. You want to go to create. You want to create animation controller. And we'll just say this will be Waluigi talking or something along those lines. Doesn't have to be very professional sounding. There we go, talking. And you'll use that, and then we'll go to a character. So probably in your prefabs there might be Jambi somewhere. If you want to reskin Jambi, here, look, this is right here. So, ooh, what the, here. Whoop, bring that in. As you can see, it popped up. We're just going to rename this to Waluigi. Yes, there we go. Excellent. As you can see, this is the old animator. I've actually reskimmed it so that it has Donkey. You type in Waluigi. Yeah, there you go. And then for this one, all you have to do is, actually, I recommend dragging that prefab back into it. Create an original prefab. You want 2 of them. As you can see, it's going to have Donkey for the current time being. But this, you have this. Then you go into Window. You go into Animations up here. And it'll say Create. You click the Create button. This should probably be in your Animations folder. We'll just call this Waluigi _ idle. Not that one. This one. There we go. We don't want the weird Japanese people, because people do that. Trust me, it's weird. I don't like it. Anyway, save that into there. Then we'll make that smaller. And you go to your sprite sheet. You go to your characters. I don't know why that closed, but then you just pick one. I don't know. What's a good idle thing here? There's whatever that is. The funny falling back. I'll do him spinning. How about that? That's a good one, right? So all I did there to select these all 3, you click on the first one, you press shift, you bring that over, and that's how you collect 3 of them. You drag this over to multiple. You want to set your sample size to how many there are available. So if you have like 70 million things, you're going to put in 70 million. If you have 2, you're just going to put 2 up here. And you can always adjust it so if you want it to be a little faster, a little slower, and so on and so forth. So there we have our Waluigi idle. Beautiful right there. Absolutely flawless unit. You close this. You do that. Make this full screen. And we'll see how it looks. You might also get some music right now. It's super loud. Oh, he's not existing, but, what the heck? Waluigi talking. Yeah, it should be right. It might be because it's a new script and with the Donkey one, but, let's see. If we go to our animations, make sure this is hooked up. Oh, it is. All right. Well, anyway, if you did it correctly, it should show up as this. Say, wow, it should do whatever idle or whatever you're trying to do. When it comes to trees are really easy as well. You just say create state. You say from new blend tree, and from there you just plug in your animations. And there's a much more detailed video on that. I know Mr. Fleming did, but this is just a very simple one. I recommend doing this for any of your characters. Always the same kind of exact process. It's very efficient. And if you want to do more complex things, but this is always the go-to method. It works 99% of the time. It's a very simple thing that I've done so many times now. So, good stuff.